Welcome back to the Cryptoverse, guys. My name is Brandon and I am back with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about Harmony and the price action that it had over the weekend. The price action was pretty boring. Usually on the weekends we see a lot more volatility, but we were sitting within a range, which is not bad because, like I said, the volatility on the weekend is usually a lot more higher. But we're sitting in between two areas of value that I am looking at on the chart, and we're still above the 20 EMA, the 50 EMA, and also the 200 EMA for the daily chart. And also, at the end of this video, I have a very special announcement for some future plans for this channel. So if you want to hear that announcement, stay tuned to the end of this video, and let's go ahead and hop onto the Cryptoverse so we can hop on into these charts. Welcome to the Cryptoverse, guys. So market cap sitting at 1.3 trillion, which is good. We're still above that 50% level. I think we're sitting like right on top of it. And then a 24-hour volume sitting at 64 million, which is a little bit on the lower hand side. And then the Bitcoin dominance at 45.5%, and then ETH dominance sitting at 17.2%. So the Bitcoin dominance is going up slightly, but very slowly. And then the overall market is sitting at 2.5%. So we're down 2.5% overall for the market. And then if we check these 24-hour gainers, as you see, Harmony is in second place right now, sitting at about 8%. And then if we check the weekly gainers, it is at up 24.4%, sitting at fourth place. So Harmony 1 has been doing very well ever since the start of July. Like I said, I thought Harmony was going to do very good for the start for July, and it is doing good ever since the sushi swap news is coming out. They added liquidity for, you can add liquidity for Harmony 1 with sushi swap, and you can use sushi swap on the Harmony net to get those low fees and those fast transaction times, which is always awesome also. So let's go ahead and check the charts for the new people who have not watched me yet. Higher time frames on the right hand side, lower time frames like 6 hour, 4 hour, and etc. on the left hand side. So let's go ahead and check this weekly chart on the right hand side. This trend here has still not been broken, so we're still in a downtrend as of right now. We're waiting for this trend here to be broken. Once that gets broken, then that will potentially let everybody know that it could potentially be go time. But for the last week's candle, we had some high volume, ended up printing this higher high here. It could still go higher. We should just wait for this candle to print, because it could still go higher than this one, which would be a continuation, or not a continuation, but would put our high up higher. We are still waiting for a higher low or a lower low to also be printed to confirm where this is going, because I can't use my trend base here. Well, I can actually. There's a trend that formed here, but if we get a reversal of this, then this will be invalid. So we're just waiting for more data to be printed here on this weekly chart. Before the weekly chart, we are still below the 20 moving average, which is here, still below it, just a little bit off of it, about 20% off of it for the weekly chart. So we still got some movement to do to get us back above that for the weekly chart. And then if we switch this over to the daily chart, as you guys can see, we are still within two areas of value that I am looking at. These two green boxes here are the areas of value that I'm looking at. We are still above our 20 moving average, which is there, still above our 200 moving average, which is there, and we are still above our 50, which is right there, which is still a good sign. We moved up, we wicked into this area of value here. We got two closes in it a couple days ago, and then we lost it. So volume is dropping off on the way down though, so that could be a good sign. We're still getting these large range candles, so there's still people in the market selling with these large range candles here, but the volume's dropping off on the way down, which could potentially be a good sign. And then if we just throw our trend line on here, or our trend based, which formed all the way back here, we did 100% of this move. We came back and we are retesting the 78.6 of this trend here. This trend is still intact until we come down. If this could be wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this fourth wave could still be intact here because we have not broken this. So if this was to come down and come anywhere in here, then this whole trend here will be just destroyed there if that happens. But personally don't think we will see that because Harmony is looking very strong right now. I think we're going to see something like this, and then maybe we come up, test the top of this box at 10 cent. That is something that I'm thinking about, a scenario that could happen. But also, we could also still see this thing roll over. You know, there's always the chance that it will roll over because all depends on what Bitcoin's doing. But as of right now, Harmony looks like it doesn't even care what Bitcoin is doing much. And it's up 8% in its Bitcoin value, so that is good too. The Harmony is outperforming Bitcoin right now, even though Bitcoin is, you know, sitting sideways. So if Harmony can outperform Bitcoin while it's going up, which is like a pretty hard thing to do for a lot of coins to outperform Bitcoin when it's going up, but if it can do that, then that's strong for Harmony. Then if you look here on the left hand side for the 4-hour chart, like I said, we have been trading sideways for this whole week within this area, between this area of value, you know, getting some lower highs, also some more lows for this here. So this could be a bull flag here that's forming here for us to continue up. If we can break this top little trend line here, could potentially be a bull flag here that's forming. You know, we got the run up here, got the run up, and then we start to get the lower highs and the higher lows, or lower lows. Well, we did get one higher high here. The highs are getting lower, so here, and then we got a lower high there. But if we can get a break of that top box up there, or of the top arrow or line, excuse me, then I think we will continue to move up. And as you see, we have some nice volume here on this here, but the range was pretty small. We ended up coming down, and then we ended up getting a really high close on this on some high volume. So I'm thinking that we still have some gas left in this move here for today. Actually, we still have over 7 hours left in this candle. If we can get up and close back within this box here, that would also be a good thing too, to get back into this area of value and close in that box. But for this 4-hour chart, we're still above all the EMAs, which is really good. And if we look at the hourly chart, like I said, we're still trading sideways for Harmony. The price action over the weekend was very boring, you know, this sideways action, but over the weekend it's not a bad thing to have sideways action, because you don't want it to, you know, the volatility on the weekend is so high, usually very high, and prices usually fall or go up pretty hard. But for the hourly chart, we're still above all the EMAs also. So Harmony is still consolidating on the right hand side, still consolidating above, you know, this breakout point there, which is a good sign too. It's always better to consolidate above your breakout point, which is a sign of strength of it, you know, potentially moving forward, since it's consolidating above the breakout point, which was there, and we are, you know, getting a sideways action here. So what I'm looking at is, I think Harmony is going to continue moving. I don't think this move for the day is over. I think we might get a little bit higher close than this. We could still close pretty low, or we could close where we are, or we just like sit where we are and then, you know, close here. This is still a high close, but I think Harmony 1 is getting ready to do some nice moves. Maybe we even go past this box. I'm looking at, let's get our trend base back up here. Maybe we even come up to the 200% of this move, which would be the top of this box, which is some more resistance there. If you look at it on the 4-hour chart, you can see it better. Let's see, pull this in. So this is the second box. As you see, we tested the top of this box, which is basically the 200%. We touched it here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that's another area that I'm looking at for this trend here to go to. Even if it goes past the box, that's the area that I'm looking at. But I think we will potentially come to the top of the box, maybe in the middle of this box, because you see we touched the middle of this box a lot there. So that will put us at the 161.8, which would be the golden pocket for this trend, which is another target that I'm looking at for this here to, you know, potentially come to, and then start to, you know, either go sideways within this box, which will still be a strong sign if we go sideways within this box, because this is another area that we need to break, because we had a lot of testing here and then we ended up losing it back here, you know, when we start to dip some more. So Harmony overall is looking very strong for the month of July. Like I've been saying ever since the start of July, Harmony's price target for, this trend here, I'm looking at these two, 9 cent, maybe even 10 cent. But for the month of July, I think we will potentially come back up and test the, where is it, what day? Here, May 21st. We'll come back up and test 12 cent is what I'm thinking we will see for July, which will be a very strong level to break, because that was another level that changed the market sentiment there. High volume on a very large dip. If we can, get up there, if we break that, that'll be very strong. But I don't think we'll come up to this and just break it. I think we'll come up to it, get some test of it, and then potentially start to break it as we, sit there. So I still think we got about 4 to 6 months before we get back to all-time high. That's just my opinion. But with that being said, guys, that is it for this video. Hope you guys found some value from this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I have my Twitter link in the description below, where you can go follow me on Twitter. I have my Discord link in the description also, if you want to join that and just come chat, share your ideas, help each other make money, because that's the whole of this channel, is to help you make money and to help myself make some money. And for a special announcement, guys, I am going to be starting up my first mining rig really soon. I plan to make a video of me building my first mining rig frame, because I don't want to spend, $200 on a frame when I could just go buy some materials and make it myself. So I will start to do IRL videos really soon, and like this is very exciting for me. Like you ever been excited for a game and like you're just super excited? That is how I feel right now. Can't wait to show you guys. I have not opened anything yet. I'm still waiting for the GPU to come in, and I'm just gonna go through all that with you guys when the time comes. So just stay tuned for that. That'll come by the end of this month, start of August. Then that will be the next start of the journey, instead of just charts. We'll have the mining stuff. I have a playlist for that stuff for the people who want to go watch the mining stuff, and then I'll still have the playlist for this stuff, the TA and all that stuff, for the people who want to watch that stuff. So with that being said, guys, see you guys in the next one. Cryptoverse out of here.